Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Legend of Fuzzy, and I've got some Crysis 3 gameplay for you guys today. And sorry that it's not going to be a live commentary gameplay on Crysis 3. The issue I had was when I was doing it, I was really bad at doing it. I couldn't get good gameplays because I was looking at my PC screen and I couldn't like read and game at the same time, and I was getting bad scores and everything. But yeah, so sorry I couldn't do a live commentary Q&A, but I'm still doing the Q&A, the answers, and I'm going through every single one of them, so if you guys who did leave a question, your questions will be answered. So I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and let's get started. So, DevaneyBone77777, who is a very loyal subscriber, thank you very much for leaving a question. He says, how did I get my username, and what is your first name? Well, I got my username through my first name, so actually not really, it's more my second name. Especially my friends at school, when I was at school, they called me Fuzzy because I had kind of long, bushy, not bushy but fuzzy hair. So guys at school started calling me Fuzzy. And my last name starts with an F, and I guess that's why they call me Fuzzy. I don't know, that's what I think. But yeah, my first name, my real name is Jamie. So it has nothing really to do with Fuzzy, but I made my gamer tag Legend of Fuzzy because I thought that was pretty cool, and the fact that people call me Fuzzy, I thought it would be appropriate to name my gamer tag Legend of Fuzzy. It has nothing to do with being legendary, it's just the name Fuzzy, I thought it was going to be appropriate for a gamer tag. So yeah, thank you for leaving a question, Davy Bone. Then I've got Quantum Aiden. He sent me two questions. He says, what games are you most looking forward to in 2014? Oh, sorry, what game are you most looking forward to in 2014? And what do you think about Crytek, and will they make a Crysis 4? And what would I want them to do? So let's start with the what game I'm most looking forward to in 2014. So I originally thought it was going to be Titanfall, but I mean we all know that's out right now, and according to me, it's not very entertaining. I still stick by my words, but they could change. They're still good, but yeah, Titanfall is definitely not on the list, and I would definitely put Destiny, Bungie's new epic release, in spring this year. Destiny just looks absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to play it. I just want to get a good squad going, so we can always go around, do some quests, do some missions, have some fun. I think it will be very fun on co-op. At least I think it's four players or 4 to 5 players. I think co-op on Destiny would be really cool, because it's just such a big game. Lots of things to do, which is just I think that's going to be the best thing about it, and it's a Bungie game as well. I can hardly get disappointed about Bungie games. I'm pretty much never disappointed by Bungie games. I played all of them starting from the first Halo. I haven't played the other ones like Myth, and I can't remember what it's called, and it's Oni. But yeah, a huge Bungie fan, so I think Destiny will be my most anticipated game of 2014. And do I think Crytek should make a Crysis 4? Well, I was going to make a commentary about this sooner or later, but I'll just leak a little bit of my future commentary. I think Crytek should make a Crysis 4, but they should look at the issues they caused with Crysis 3 to put the best possible Crysis experience. I would assume that most of my subscribers have played Crysis 3, and I'm sure you guys did enjoy it. Even though there was quite a bit of bullshit, the game was successful to us, but to a much larger audience, the Battlefield and the Call of Duty audience didn't really catch up with them, and the game died extremely quickly. Even Crysis 2 lasted longer than Crysis 3 did, which was very sad, but just the fact that Crysis 3 didn't, that it didn't really succeed, and Crysis 2 was quite similar. I don't see them see Crytek making a Crysis 4, but if they do, that would be really cool, and I'm definitely going to go get it. Actually, well, it mainly depends on what the gameplay will be like. If it's going to be like Crysis 3, if it's going to be like Crysis 3, it'll be really cool. But I'm into the Crysis campaign, so I like to see what Prophet's up to next, or if it's going to be another guy. Maybe we can see what happens to Nomad, who's the character you play in the campaign of Crysis 1, if you didn't know. And yeah, so anyway, I would really like Crysis to make a Crysis 4, But just taking into consideration that Crysis has never really been a popular game to on console. It has been quite a popular game on PC, but console is still pretty big right now. Though PC may take over, we don't know. That's completely off the question anyway. So yeah, thank you, Quantum Aiden, for sending me that question. You're a good subscriber, and I was quite surprised how I bumped into you in a lobby a couple weeks ago. That was pretty fun. Anyway, next we have Zigmund, and he asks, "Do you know who I am?" Sir, I do not know who you are, but I would like to get to know you. Maybe we can have a coffee or something. Go to the beach. I don't know. Have a little talk. See. I don't know. I don't know who you are, man. I don't know, but you're awesome for saying a question. Thank you. And next we've got Logan Scott, and he asks, "What are your 3 favorite video games of all time?" Well, I will start off with the third one first. The third one would have to be Age of Mythology, because Age of Mythology was one of the first games that I ever played, and it's probably the most memorable game I've ever played. It was such a great thing to play back in the day. It's an RTS game. It's made by the same guys who made Age of Empires. If you didn't know, it's just such an amazing game, and that's what got me into mythology, just in general, like Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, Norse, that kind of stuff. It really got me into that, and I love the experience of playing that game. Number 2 would be Crysis 3, because Crysis 3 is an awesome game. Even though, yeah, it's buggy, and shitty in some ways, but really, what game isn't? But yeah, so Crysis 3 will be my second favourite. And my most favourite game of all time would be Halo 3, because Halo 3 had the best Halo campaign in my opinion, and the most enjoyable multiplayer, and it's just amazing. I love Halo 3. Halo 3 is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. And I'll definitely not forget playing that game. It's such a great experience. I really recommend you guys actually, if you haven't already, play Halo 3, dude. It's the most amazing game. You can pick it up for like $5. It's like a 8-year-old game now, but it's still an amazing game. And I'm just kind of sad that people don't play the multiplayer anymore. Anyway, next question, and the last question, which actually David Bone sent me another question, which is really awesome. He says, "What's the first video game or online game you ever played? And what's your favourite movie?" So my first video game I ever played was Age of Empires back in the day. I think it was like 1999 when I was about 3 years old. I played Age of Empires. I was a bit young. Maybe I'm just underestimating that, but I'm pretty sure I was. And yeah, that was my first video game I ever played. It was an RTS, obviously, and it was a pretty good game. My first online game I ever played was Halo 3, because Halo 3 required you to have Xbox Live to play the online, and I did sooner or later. I played Halo 3 for about a year without internet, and it got kind of boring. I just did Forge over and over again, the campaign, like 300 times over. But when I got into the online, it was super fun, and yeah, it was my first online experience I've ever had. And what's my favourite movie? Well, I'm sure you guys probably know this. It is, to categorise it, I'll put it as the Lord of the Rings trilogy is my most favourite movie series, or trilogy of all time, because the Lord of the Rings is fucking amazing. I love it, and I'm a huge Tolkien fan, a huge Peter Jackson fan. You guys know that, and because I always suck up to Tolkien and Peter Jackson. You guys know, so I don't want to go into that too much. But if I was gonna rate which of the favorite if I was gonna rate which of the Lord of the Rings films I most enjoyed, which is my favorite, it would probably be The Return of the King, because The Return of the King had the biggest battle. It had so much awesome action and drama and adventure. It was just it's such an amazing film, and I love it. It is probably the best film in the not in the world, maybe, because I haven't seen every movie in the world, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely in the top 10 in my opinion, for worldwide. On IMDb it's like 9 out of 10 out of like 250 of the top best movies. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good movie to everyone, but especially to me, it is one of the most amazing movies of all time, and my most favorite movie of all time. I'm still getting around to read the book. I'm just kind of reading through around the Fellowship of the Ring at the moment, because I haven't finished it. But when I get to it, I believe I'm going to enjoy myself and learn a lot of new things about the Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's imagination. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the gameplay. It's coming up to an end right now. This gameplay is actually from a live commentary that I was going to post sooner or later. But if you guys want me to post this live commentary up with the full gameplay, because I did skip out some bits, I will upload that next as another Crysis 3 live commentary. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the Q&A, and thank you for sending in your answers. I know it was, questions, and I know it wasn't as so many people, but you guys are obviously loyal subs, and I really thank you for sending questions. It was really fun to answer you guys' questions. And yeah, so you guys learned some new things about me, and maybe you guys can leave some questions in the comments if you didn't before, and I'll definitely get around to answering them. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary, and I'll see you guys later. Have a nice one day.